Hello and welcome to eMerge. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use your eMerge account to create a lead capture or a newsletter sign-up form. So to start off with, you're going to go under your email tab on the left-hand side and click the lead/email capture form option here, which will bring you to our form builder. So starting off, you're going to have an area up at the top where you can change text for what's called the lead in, or it starts off with just first name, last name, email. Email is the only field that you'll see over on the right hand side that you cannot delete. It is required just so that whenever someone signs up, their contact information is going to be put into your account, and you want to be sure to have their email address. So starting off at the top, if you want to go ahead and change this text, all you have to do is go to the right hand side and click the little editing button. Here you can change your text, click Save, and that will update the text at the top of your form. So we already have in here first name, last name, and email, but I want to collect a bit more information about my new signups. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is choose the option here to add fields. Now, if you already have additional fields inside of your account, they will be listed here on the left-hand side. So you can add in things like, if you want to put in their address, you would select that, click the little right arrow, which moves it into the form. If they're interested in buying, interested in selling. Now keep in mind, these are all fields that I've already created. Let's say that there's a field that I need to add in, but I haven't created yet. So in order to do that, I would click on Add Additional Fields. I would name my field, and then I could choose the type. So if it was like a number or something, or if it needed to be a yes, no, or if maybe it was like a date field, you can select those options here. But I'm going to leave mine as text because I want them to write in the name of the neighborhood. But after that, I would click Add Now. That option will be added here at the bottom. I'll select it, move it over, and then I'll go ahead and click Save. And now those options are added into the form for me. So once I have all the fields in place, the next step is go to my advanced settings. Now in your advanced settings, you get to set up a whole bunch of different things. The first of which being after someone fills out the form, where do they go next? You can put in anything in here. Usually though, it's a good idea to either bring them back to your main website, or if you want to, you could just have it refresh the page that they're already on. So I'll just put in website.com. That way they're going back to my website. You would actually need to put in your actual domain in here. This is just an example. Next, we have our save button display text. So this is what they would click on to actually subscribe or say that, yeah, you want to be added to that list. So you can change it to something like join now. We have some suggestions here. So like join now, subscribe, sign me up, keep me posted. I'm going to change this to send me updates. Next, we get to select the email list that we want them to be added to. So if you leave it at not specified, what will happen is the contacts will be added to your account. They will just be put into the general group instead of a list. Here you can specify a specific list that whenever someone fills out this form, they will be added to that list. So in this instance, I want them to be added to my Consumer Touch newsletter recipients because I want them to start receiving my newsletter. So I'll go ahead and select that. I'm going to leave this unchecked. You don't really need to have a subscribe or unsubscribe radio button on just a simple sign up form like this one. But this last one I do want to check off, and that is to be notified whenever a user subscribes. So what happens is someone subscribes, you'll get an email, and it'll have their information that they filled out on the registration form. Now, what's also really cool about this is whenever somebody actually goes through and signs up using this form, that information that they put in is also going to be saved inside of their contact info. So you'll always be able to have that inside of your account and inside of that contact. So later on, if you want to do something like run a search for maybe a specific neighborhood or people who are interested in buying as opposed to interested in selling, you can do that. Next, you have the option to view the form, so you can kind of preview what it will look like, more or less whenever you put it on your account. It's all simple HTML, so if you run the website or if your webmaster runs the website for you, they'll very easily be able to put it into the website or landing page or wherever you want to stick it without it being disruptive or changing any styling. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and go to our last option, which is to embed. So if you click on the embed option, it will pull up the HTML for this form. So all the code and everything. You just click, copy it, and then you can either drop it right into the website or you can send it over to your webmaster and have them drop it into the website for you. But that is how you create a simple sign-up form inside of your eMerge account.